So your left leg is circling. And the whole time, if you lift your belly button, your navel up toward your spine, you're going to support your low back, which is good. And then go ahead, extend the left leg behind you. Take a breath in. As you exhale, step the left foot down, almost like a warrior two at the back of your mat, might come off your mat. You can keep your right hand down on the ground, bring your left hand to your left hip, so you're in like a side plank variation. Yep. And then you can reach the left arm up toward the ceiling. And as you exhale, you can reach it alongside your ear. And then sweep it back up to the ceiling as you breathe in. Bend the elbow and bend it back as you breathe out, almost like you're kind of winging the arm like a chicken wing back. Inhale, reach the left arm up again. Exhale over the ear. Inhale back up. Exhale, chicken wing. That's the official name now. Inhale back up. Exhale over the ear. Inhale back up. Last chicken wing, exhale. And then inhale back up. Exhale, lower the hand and the knee. You can shake out the hips. And then if you need to, just reassess your hands, plant your palms again. And then right leg will extend back when you're ready. Bend the knee, open the hip. And you can move this around. It's kind of like a dog at a fire hydrant. And you can move your foot around too. You can move your ankle and stretch your toes. And just see how much life you can bring into the leg. And make sure you're breathing. Good. And then inhale, extend the leg behind you. Exhale, step the foot behind you like a warrior two. And if you need more of a base, you can take this left foot over to the left a bit to give yourself like a better kickstand. Knee back over where it was, Sarah. Bring the foot behind you a bit. Otherwise, yeah. And then right arm can rise. As you exhale, take it over alongside your ear so you're stretching toward the center of the room. Inhale back up. Exhale, bend the elbow open. Inhale back up. Exhale over the head. And the head can look down. Inhale back up. Just let your neck feel good. Exhale, chicken wing open. Inhale back up. Exhale over the head. Inhale back up. Exhale, last chicken wing. Inhale back up. Exhale, release the hand to the ground, release the knee to the ground, shake out the hips. And then we'll get the pressure off the wrist. So go ahead, widen your knees a bit. You can untuck your toes, extend your hips back toward your heels. And you can flip your palms up toward the ceiling in child's pose. It's just going to give your shoulders a break. And let your head come all the way down. And if it doesn't, you can even bend the elbows and stack your hands on top of each other and rest your forehead on your hands. And just let your head move side to side so the back of your neck can release. Give yourself a nice deep breath in. You can open the mouth, exhale. 2 more like that, deep breath in. Open the mouth, exhale. And 1 more time, breathe in. Open the mouth, let it go. Okay. Turn your palms back down to the ground. You can rock up to all fours again. That's your breath in. As you exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips up into downward facing dog. Unless you want to stay on all fours, that's perfectly fine. Wherever you are, give yourself a few free breaths. So if you're in down dog, you can bend your knees one at a time. Just pedal out the feet. And see if you can start to steady out the rhythm of your breath and even lengthen out the breath. And even turn the volume up of your breath a bit so you can listen for the sound of your own breath, the sound of the breath around you. Good, all together, 1 deep breath in. And again, open the mouth, let it go. Bend your knees a lot, walk your feet forward, take a few breaths to do that. And then you can hold opposite elbows here, bend the knees a bit so you can rest your belly on your thighs. And start to shake your body out from side to side. Shake your head loose. And then the next time you inhale, press into your blocks, the floor, or your shins. Lift up halfway as you breathe in. And then fold again over your legs as you breathe out. 2 more like that. Breathe in. Breathe out. And 1 more time. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Press your feet down to rise up all the way to standing. You can reach the arms up too over your head. You can either bend the elbows, hold on to opposite elbows, or maybe keep the hands together and just let your body arc from side to side. So you're kind of pulling to the left, pulling to the right. And all the while, your navel's kind of lifting up and under your ribs. Good, good adjustment. And the shoulders, see if you can relax them down your back, away from your ears. And then all together, extend the arms straight up toward the ceiling. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Right here, take a deep breath in. You can open the mouth, exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up. You can lift the gaze up too. Exhale, soften the knees, fold all the way out over your legs. Lift up halfway as you breathe in. Step your left foot back as you breathe out. So blocks if you want them. You're going to keep your back knee lifted, bend through the front knee into the lunge, and really press out through your back heel so the back leg is alive. And then exhale, you can straighten up both legs, lift the hips up toward the ceiling, let your head bow. We'll try that 3 more times so you can move at your pace. Bend the knee as you breathe in, roll the shoulders back, let the whole spine unfurl. Exhale, straighten the legs, lift the hips, bow the head. 2 more, breathe in. Breathe out. And 1 more time, inhale. Open the mouth as you straighten the legs. Okay, rebend the knee as you breathe in. If you've got the blocks, you can move them to the side so your hands can come to the floor. As you breathe out, step back into downward facing dog. As you inhale, you're going to roll forward to plank pose. It's like the top of a push-up. Your shoulders come over your wrists. Listen, you can lower your knees. Exhale, bend the elbows, come all the way to the floor. Okay, keep the hands light. You can start to straighten the arms, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back. You come up as high as is comfortable for you. And then exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. We'll take 3 breaths here. And as you inhale, you can soften the knees. You can angle the hips up toward the ceiling. As you exhale, let your head drop so your neck can relax. Inhale, lengthen your mid-back. It feels like you're peeling your hips away from your ribs. Exhale, let your heels kind of melt down toward the ground. 1 more deep breath in right here. And a deep breath out. Okay, bring your big toes close. You're going to lift your left leg up and back behind you. As you exhale, draw the knee in toward your nose like it could almost touch. And then step your foot forward. You can grab your blocks again, right? If you use them on the other side. As you breathe in, you bend the front knee deeply, press out through the back heel. As you breathe out, straighten up both legs. You can even pick up the front foot, just changes the stretch. A couple more like that. Breathe in, bend the knee. Breathe out, straighten and fold. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. And 1 more time. Breathe in, bend the knee. Open the mouth, straighten the legs. Okay, bend the knee, look forward, breathe in. Step your back foot up and fold, breathe out. Lift up halfway as you inhale. Fold over your legs as you exhale. Reach all the way up to the ceiling as you breathe in. You can tilt the gaze up too, even if your eyes are closed. Exhale, hands to your heart. Right here, take a blank breath in and a blank breath out. Okay, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, soft knees, pour yourself out and down. Lift up halfway, that's the in-breath. Step your right foot back. That's the out breath. Okay. You're going to keep your right hand down on the block or the floor. Reach the left arm up toward the ceiling there. That's the breath in. As you exhale, you're going to look down and wrap this left arm under your thigh. See if you can touch your heart. You're going to round your back like the Halloween cat. And then again, breathe in, open the arm, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the back, wrap the hand, bow the head. Good, 2 more like that. Breathe in, open. Breathe out, wrap and bow. Good, 1 more time like that. Inhale. You can open the mouth as you exhale. Okay, breathe in, open the arm again, lift the gaze. Breathe out, turn to the right. You're going to come to face the long edge of the mat, so you're going to face that part of the room. You can turn your left toes in. Go ahead, bend your right knee deeply, and then just bend your left knee deeply. So you're kind of like surfing from side to side. And you can use your block. You can take it with you. You can bring your block anywhere. And just see how this feels in your hips, in your spine, in your breath. And 1 or 2 more each side. And then eventually the left knee is going to bend again. You're going to turn the toes back to the top and square off the hips. Drop the back knee to the ground. Reach the arms up as you take a breath in. Exhale, both elbows wide, 2 chicken wings. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, open. Good. Keep going. Hands come all the way to the floor. Move the block if you need to. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, plank pose, top of the push-up. Exhale your chaturanga to the floor. Breathe in, rise up light, wrap the shoulders back, lift the chest up. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths, unless you drop the knees, right? Unless it's not. Good, 2 more, deep breath in. Deep breath out. And 1 more inhale right here. Open the mouth, let it go. Big toes close. Lift your right leg. That's the breath in. See how high you can reach it up toward the ceiling. Nice. Draw the knee in toward your nose. That's the breath out. And step the foot forward. Good. Left hand can find the block. Reach the right arm up. That's the in-breath. As you exhale, wrap the arm underneath the leg. Touch the heart, round the back. 3 more. Breathe in, open. Breathe out, close. 2 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, wrap, bow the head, relax the jaw. 1 more time, deep breath in. You can open the mouth, exhale. Inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale, turn to the left. Your right toes will turn in. You've got the long edge of the mat. This time you're facing out the window. Yeah. And just bend through 1 knee at a time. And as you bend a knee, you can open up that arm too. So you're kind of like, it's almost like an elephant trunk, just kind of side to side. And you start to pull the shoulders open. And you just make space where maybe there wasn't. So the opposite of sitting at a computer. And then the next time you come to the right, you can come all the way back around, spin the toes forward, drop your back knee down. And listen, if it's better for your balance to keep the hands down, that's fine. Otherwise, reach the arms up as you breathe in. This time, bring the hands together like a prayer. As you breathe out, you're gonna kind of like you're chopping wood, bend the elbows so the hands come behind you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows, let the hips soften down. 2 more, breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more like that, inhale. Open the mouth, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release the hands to the blocks or the floor. Take a giant step forward and fold. Okay, lift up halfway as you breathe in. And fold again as you breathe out. All the way up to standing. That's the in-breath. Reach out, look up. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Right here, standing still. Breathe in. Open the mouth, let it go. Good. One more round like this. Inhale, rise up when you're ready. Exhale, fold over your legs. You lift up halfway as you breathe in. Step your left foot back as you breathe out. Good. Open the right arm up toward the ceiling. That's the breath in. You're going to turn to the left and face the long edge. That's the breath out. Bend through the left knee. Inhale, lengthen your spine away from your hips. As you exhale, come forward for warrior one. So you'll turn the right toes forward. You can step the left foot to the left a bit. You're going to bend through your front knee deeply. Rise up as you take a breath in. Okay, you can stay like this, or as you take a breath out, interlace the hands behind your back. Inhale, draw the navel back, lift the chest up. Exhale, lead with your heart. You're going to fold inside of your front leg, humble warrior. Okay, it's a lot. So if you want to drop the hands, you can. Otherwise, take a breath in, lift up halfway so you kind of peel the chest apart again. And then exhale, go ahead, fold down again. Let your head go completely. Do two more like that. Use your back leg, right? Put some weight back there. Inhale. Exhale. And one more time like that. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, a little bit of effort. Press your feet down so you can rise back up to warrior one. So you press down to come up. And then as you exhale, open this out to warrior two. So there's this little dance step of your feet. Now your hips and your shoulders face the long edge. You can open your arms out wide like a T. The front knee is bent. Take a breath in as you reach your right arm up toward the ceiling. The left hand might kind of trail down your back leg. As you exhale, straighten the front leg. It will feel nice. Toe heel the back foot in a bit. And then reach out with the right hand until you can't reach out anymore. Then you start to reach down to a block, your leg, maybe the floor. Right? But the higher you get that hand, often, the more space you're going to keep on the right side of the waist. Right? So as long as you feel on the left side, see if you could keep dragging the right hip back and opening up space there. Left hand can stay on the left hip. It can reach up toward the ceiling, or you can reach it alongside your ear, just like we did at the top of class. You're reaching the left hand toward the center of the room. Right? As much as you're reaching with the fingertips, you're drawing the shoulder back. And you've got this like delicious long line of energy on the left side of the body. Give yourself a good breath in and a good breath out. And one more inhale. Open the mouth, exhale. Come back up to warrior two. Rebend the knee, come back up. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame your front foot. You might need to move the blocks and step back into downward facing dog. You can stay here. You can drop to child's pose, or if you still want to cook it, you can come forward to plank pose. And lower down as you exhale. You rise up light with some grace. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. 3 breaths. And if you want, you can always find child's pose here. You can drop to your knees. Give your wrists a break. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more deep breath in. And you can open your mouth. Exhale. Big toes close. Lift your left leg toward the ceiling as you inhale. Use your navel to draw the knee in as you exhale. And step the foot forward. The left arm will rise. You'll look up at your thumb as you inhale. You're going to turn to the right, face the long edge as you exhale, so the left toes spin in. Bend the right knee, take a breath in, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, come forward for warrior one. So set your feet, left toes turn. You can step the right foot to the right. Once you got your feet and your legs, you can start to rise up. Your hands can always pass through the hips. It can stay at the hips the whole darn time. If you want, you can reach them up. That's a breath in. If you want, you can interlace behind the back. That's a breath out. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, lead with your heart, fold. And as you inhale here, it's like you're dragging your left hip back and kind of nudging your right hip forward. Try to keep them there. Exhale, fold. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. And 1 more big breath in. Big breath out. Come back up to standing as you inhale. And then open to warrior 2 as you exhale. Once you land the feet, you can take a breath in and let your left arm reach up toward the ceiling and even back. As you take a breath out, straighten up your front leg, reach out and then down. So you got triangle pose, you got 2 straight-ish legs. If you know you kind of hang out in the joints of your knees or you're not sure, you can bend your knees a little bit. So you use the muscles of your legs. And your left toes are kind of pointed toward the top of the mat. And the middle, or the left heel kind of intersects the middle of the back foot. That's the kind of alignment with the feet. Top arm can stay at the hip or reach up or over your head. A deep breath in. Just be easy with your neck. Deep breath out. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, breathe in. You can open the mouth, breathe out. Good, come back to warrior 2. So you rebend the knee, hands come up like a T. Inhale. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands down, frame the front foot. Step back to downward facing dog. You are welcome to come forward to plank pose and do that whole thing. Right, you're welcome to drop to your knees. Have a seat back on your heels. Okay, wherever you've landed, give yourself a deep breath in. Open the mouth, exhale. 2 more like that. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And 1 more time. Deepest breath you've taken all day, maybe. Exhale. Okay. If you're not there, come to down dog just for a transition. And you're going to walk your hands back to your feet. So you come to the back. You can hold on to opposite elbows. You can interlace the hands behind your back if you want. And really work the shoulders open as you kind of drag the fists behind your head toward the floor. And then go ahead, take a nice long look to the right. And a nice long look to the left. And then just shake out the head a couple times. Okay, wherever you are, lift up halfway as you breathe in. Open the mouth, release your bind, exhale. Soften up the knees a lot. You can roll up your spine if that feels okay on your back. Otherwise, hands come to your hips. You rise with a little bit more integration. And then just let the arms relax alongside your body. Soft knees. And let your attention come all the way down to your feet. See if you can pick up your toes and rock forward and back on the balls of the feet, the heels of the feet. Press into the outer edges of your heels, the big toe mound of the ball of the foot, the pinky toe mound. Light lift through the arches and then start to lay your toes back down with some ease. The inner edges of your feet are parallel. So if you look down, it's like the number 11 if you drew a line there. And the knees can stay soft. If you want, you can bring your hands to your pubic bone in the front, tailbone in the back. And you can rock the tailbone forward and back. And just notice what your tendency is. For me, it's like this. And again, you could do what you're not doing. What do you need more of? For some of us, it's really lengthening the tailbone behind us. Some of us, it's a little tuck under. And then you can bring your hands to your hips. Press your hips down, right? So you can lift up out of the hips. The navel moves back. You can bring your hands to your low ribs and kind of knit the low ribs in for a little extra integration at the core. If you can hook your thumbs like into your shoulder blades, the bottom of your shoulder blades, kind of prop your chest up and roll the shoulders back. And then the ribs might have popped out again, so just drop them in. And then release the arms alongside your body. Let your ears come back so they're right over your shoulders. Let your shoulders come back so they're right over your hips. And let your hips come back so they're right over your heels. Feel the crown of the head rise toward the ceiling. And then let your chin tuck so the back of the neck stays long. That's it. And standing taller than you've stood all day, take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, a deep breath out. One more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, bring your hands to your hips. And we're all by the wall, so if you want to come right up against the wall, you can. You're going to let the weight drift into your left foot. And from the navel, bend the right knee. See if you could pick it up to the height of the hip. It's like what we did on all fours. And then you can start to move this leg around in a big circle. And if you want to use the wall, you just turn and use the wall. And just make sure you're breathing, right? Make sure you're breathing. And then go ahead, bring the knee up to the height of the hip. Maybe you take the right hand to the knee. Maybe you take the left too. But you can always use the left hand at the wall or on your hip. Inhale, see if you can stand a little taller. Exhale, see if you can drop your outer right hip down. You can stay like this, or you can extend the leg towards straight. Hold on to the back of the thigh. Take a breath in. Let a breath go. One more time, inhale. As you exhale, you're going to open this leg. You can bend the knee if it's straight and place it into tree pose. It could be at the ankle, be at the calf. Skip the knee, don't do the knee. It can be the thigh. It's helpful to just use a wall and have 2 feet on the ground. It's helpful to kind of find a place on the floor that's not moving. Fix your gaze. It's also helpful to let your body move and sway and soften up the bottom knee so it's like a tree blowing. Very strong still, but moving. You can move. Make sure you're breathing. Okay, wherever you are, deep breath in. Deep breath out. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale through your nose. Open the mouth, stick out the tongue. And release the right foot down. Shake out the left leg. Good job, good job. You got to close your eyes for this, or just look at the ground. And you can bring your hands to your hips and just circle the hips around. See if you just let it feel nice. You can even take your thumbs to the low back, kind of tenderize the meat there. Just kind of rub the meat of your low back. If you do this motion with the thumbs, like you're kind of pulling the sacrum apart, might release some tension back there. And then let your weight kind of settle on both feet, right? Both feet. And then it drifts over to the right leg. And from the belly, pick the left knee up. And if you're using the wall, you might turn to face the other way. And then you start by circling this leg. If you bend this bottom knee and let there be some like movement, you're just like leaning into the urge to fall, which there is. So you're always catching that balance on either side of the line. Okay, the knee can come up. You can hold it with the left hand, so the right hand can always be at the wall. Maybe it's 2 hands. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the knee bent by all means, or straighten the leg. Last 2 breaths. Okay, one more breath in. And then open into tree pose. Any and all variations are totally good. If you need more, right? You want more. You can take the arms up over your head, and you can do that kind of like chopping wood motion. Okay, one more breath in. And release the foot down as you breathe out. Shake out the good job. And then you can really do big circles. Hands can be on the hips, or just let the arms relax. You can pick up the feet as you kind of bend from side to side. It's almost like a standing skandasana. And then let yourself come back to what feels like the center. You got space, so take it up, reach wide and up over your head as you breathe in, palms press. Exhale, last time to fold over the legs. And then go ahead, you can walk your hands out to downward facing dog. And take a giant breath in. And then let the knees touch down as you breathe out. If you're using the blanket, good job. If you don't have one, you might just pad up the mat. You might just fold it back one time. Just so you have a little extra support underneath your knees. You're going to come up onto your knees. And the knees can be about as wide as your hips. So there's like a straight line down. Those little thumbs like into the like crab claw position, into the little notches on either side of your tailbone. And again, you can kind of drag the skin, the flesh down. Your elbows are bending, almost like they could touch each other behind you. Just let that be the first movement. And then the navel zips in and up. And you can start to imagine the chest reaching up toward the ceiling. And that starts to candy cane the middle of the spine. Right? The head should be where is comfortable for your neck. So you might just keep it straight ahead. Or you might let the gaze tilt up toward the ceiling. Take a breath in as you press your hips forward. A breath out as you roll your shoulders back. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. And 1 more breath in. And a breath out. Good. Come back to neutral as you inhale. Sit back on your heels as you exhale. Give your wrists a break. You can just move them around. You can take child's pose. Just kind of let that integrate. It's the same shape we do in bridge pose, but it feels very different. Yeah, okay. You just need one. So swing your legs around. If you want to sit up on the edge of the blanket, it's nice. And you can take your hands to the fleshy part of your seat, drag it back. You can have your legs straight and go for your toes, go for gold, whatever. Or just bend your knees, be easy. Like, what do I need more of? What do I need less of? Take a breath in, reach up. And then exhale, lead with your navel. And then your chest. And then your arms. And then your face. And you just let your arms fall wherever they do. We'll take a few breaths here. It's like every time you breathe in, can you lift a little bit out and up? And then as you breathe out, you can soften down into the space you just found. And just bit by bit, kind of waving the spine a bit longer. Coming closer to the ground, maybe. And last 3 breaths can be in through your nose, out from your mouth, in through the nose, out from the mouth, in through the nose, and out from the mouth. The next time you inhale, you can lift back up, reach your arms up. And as you exhale, release the arms, just roll through the shoulders, move your head around your neck. Make sure that you have space behind you to come down, so you're like about halfway on your mat. so you got all space behind you. You can keep the feet on the floor and kind of roll down your spine. If you want a little bit more, you can take the feet up. Take the hands up. And you're just coming down slowly. And eventually, your whole back comes onto the ground. You can reach your arms up over your head. You can stretch your legs out long. Give yourself a good breath in. And a good breath out. And then release the arms alongside your body. They can just kind of rest alongside you. And then bend your knees. Place your feet on the ground. Walk your feet in pretty close to your seat. And you can take your hands, open your hands to the tops of your thighs and really press your thighs forward. So you kind of unlock the thigh bone in the hip socket. Give yourself a little space there. And then roll the outer shoulders onto the ground. Yeah, take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. You can stay like this and kind of work the tailbone up and down and just stay close to the ground. Or if you want, you can pick the hips up the next time you breathe in and start to slide the hips up toward the ceiling for bridge pose. The hands can stay on the thighs or they can fall to the ground. Your choice. And then see if you can remember the feeling of the camel pose, the one we did on our knees. And just like you had, imagine, again, your hands at the low back, like you could propel your own hips up toward the ceiling. You can even do that if it works in your body. You can bend the elbows and press the hips up with the hands. And you just take a few more breaths as you are, where you are. And then eventually enough's enough. You come down. But you can stay as long as you'd like. Let your hips come down to the ground and let your back totally calm down. Okay, so there's no like tweakiness. It's just chill, calm back. And then very carefully, you can hug your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your shins, and give some gentle pressure to your shins. And feel that weight drop down toward your thighs. And then all the way to the back of your hips. And as you rock from side to side, you just feel like all the effort, like it can melt into the ground. Got that sway going, so you can kind of increase the sway of the knees. And eventually the knees fall, oh, there she goes, to the right for a twist. And you can extend your arms open wide like a T or like cactus arms. And take a nice deep breath all the way down into your belly. All the way up into your chest. Good inhale. And a good exhale. As you breathe in, you can come back through the center. And as you breathe out, you can let your knees fall to the left. And see if you can reroute your right shoulder toward the ground. It's like a weight helping you twist. As gravity and time does most of the work. So you don't need to force it. Instead, see if you can just allow it to happen. Give it one more good breath in. And you can open your mouth, exhale. And you come back to the center as you breathe in. You can take happy baby pose. The knees and feet come wide. You do any final movements. And then eventually you can start to lay yourself down for Shavasana, for the final relaxation, and let it feel good for you. Like you can rest any way that feels nice, on your back, on your belly, on your side. There's this Mary Oliver poem called Sleeping in the Forest, and it starts, I thought the earth remembered me. She took me back so tenderly. It's like that. It's like sleeping in the forest on like a soft bed of moss and lichen. The birds are back. You might hear them chirping in your forest. It's just this calm sense of resting in a perfect place. Let the breath be light in through the nose. You might open the mouth just to relax the jaw. And for the next moment or so, nothing to do but rest, sleeping in the forest. Okay. Just let your head bob from side to side. Jaw relaxes. You can swallow a few times to open the throat. You deepen the breath, and you find your fingers, and you find your toes. And you can stretch, and you can move. In all the ways you know so well, like you would wake yourself up from a nice nap in the forest. And we'll sit together for a moment, so you just climb up to your best seat. And as you get up there, you can reach the arms up, maybe stretch from side to side one last time. And then reach straight up as you breathe in. Hands to your heart as you breathe out. Last time together for now. Inhale. Open the mouth. Let it go. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Thank you. We did it. Good job. This Sunday, Lodro, Meditation 101 at 11 a.m. workshop. The next Sunday is a Qigong workshop. So yeah, it's like very graceful, mindful movement. I know this wonderful guest teacher is coming in to do it. And if it works, we're going to maybe do it like once a month. So like, and learning a little bit about traditional Chinese medicine and the meridians in the body. And it's like right before the equinox. So it's a nice time to like, just like that. That's what you'll do. Okay, they're on the website. Let me know if you have questions.